Yeah. Yeah. Mama's working graveyards while I'm out here with the night shift. Different kind of shifts, mine involve the white bricks. Moving through the building where the lights don't work right. First of the month, every door's locked up tight, except 6D, where my man holds the key to everything we need and everything we trying to be. Free from the struggle, but the struggle's in our hustle, and the hustle's just a muscle we done worked into a knuckle. Bruised and scarred, used to hard times and harder lessons. My pops left question marks, mom's left working doubles, trying to keep us out of trouble, but the trouble finds you when your stomach's empty and your pockets remind you that you're blind to opportunity they say exists. But the only door that opened was the one that leads to this 6th floor, where dreams get deferred and forgotten, where the good die young and the young die rotten. I'm watching Jimmy catch a sale from the cab while his girl's upstairs with his C doing math, trying to calculate how the rent gets paid when your man's getting paid, but the money never stays. It evaporates like water on a summer blacktop, spent on Jordans and a chain while his baby lacks socks. That's that paradox, we dying to live lavish, die trying to establish what the TV says we should have. And I'm caught in between what I know and what I'm shown, what I'm told and what I own, what I owe and what I've grown into a product of my environment's philosophy, where poverty's the father and the mother's the economy that births us into debt before we even take a breath, then bets against our life and celebrates our death. See, my man Marcus got his master's last May, came back to the hood cause he had something to say. That education's cool, but it don't educate you on how the same schools that graduate you incarcerate you through the prison pipeline. Mine's the street design, we both trapped the system, just a different kind of time. He's doing 9 to 5, I'm doing 5 to 9. He's paying back his loans, I'm paying back in dimes. The cats who front the work, we both working for the same folks. He calls them corporations, I just call them coke, and neither one of us is free, we're just differently detained. He's got a salary slave chain, I got a platinum chain. Both of us in bondage, just a different master's name. And that's the painful truth that this game won't explain. Whether you're slinging rocks or sitting at a desk, you're building someone else's dream, getting paid way less than what you're worth, but worth is what they determine. While we're busy learning how to be better servants. My 6th floor view showed me the system's a cycle. Malcolm told us how to break it, but they made them a rifles. Target, same thing they did to Prez, same thing they did to Martin. Any brother with a message gets departed, so I write mine in codes, double meanings in my flow, speaking to my peoples while the others think I'm speaking on my foes. But the foe is much bigger than another MC. It's the system that's against me and my whole community. From the 6th floor you can see everything, how we all connected by the same suffering. Different faces, same struggle, different ways we juggle, trying to keep our heads above water in this concrete jungle. From the 6th floor you can see everything, how we all connected by the same suffering. Different faces, same struggle, different ways we juggle, trying to keep our heads above water in this concrete jungle. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, I observe from the park bench where the old heads congregate, talking about how back in they day brothers used to demonstrate for civil rights. Now we fight over civil wrongs, killing each other while they build another prison strong enough to hold us all, but never strong enough to hold the crooked cops who patrol and control our very souls. I'm watching shorties on the court, they got Jordans on their feet but can't read past the 8th grade. That's the irony of defeat. We worship what we see on screen but can't see what's in between. The advertisements and the lies they've been feeding through the seams of our consciousness. It's obvious they're conquering through commerce, got us thinking we're free while we're locked in their commerce. I've seen brothers with potential that's presidential get reduced to residentials in them state penitentials over medicine. They criminalize to fill up all the beds, while the real criminals in Congress selling weapons to the feds, who then flood our neighborhoods with both the guns and all the powder. Then wonder why we're killing by the hour. Every hour gets more sour. I observe from the bodega where I'm bagging up the groceries, watching how they socially engineered our hopelessness. Used to be a teacher, but the system wouldn't let me teach the truth, so now I'm back here in the booth. I mean the store, serving
youth who don't know their history. To them it's still a mystery why we struggling when we built this whole country literally with our hands in our backs. Gave them jazz, gave them soul, gave them everything that's culture, and they gave us Jim Crow, gave us projects and rejection, gave us welfare in the check. They gave the guns and the drugs and gave us war and disrespect. But I respect the young brothers who were trying to make it out, even though the system stacked against them. There ain't no doubt that if you're black in America, you're starting 10 laps behind, and they expect you not to hustle, just to work and die in line. So when I see young cats hustling, I see young entrepreneurs just working with the only market that would ever open doors. We're observers of a system that observes us, surveys us, observes us, notices to stay nervous. They're monitoring our movements, calling surveys for improvement, but improvement never comes. Just the same police recruitment, same schools falling apart, same hospitals closing down, same liquor stores on every corner in a black and brown town. Same narrative they selling while they telling us to pray. Same story, different day, same glory they portray, but never let us taste it, just chase it like a carrot on a stick while they inherit everything our parents built and died for, lied for, cried for, tried for. Now we're fighting for the crumbs off the table that we died for. We observe, but they don't see us. They survey but never free us. We're the watchers of the watchers watching back, observing how they stack the deck and paint the struggle black. We observe, but they don't see us. They survey but never free us. We're the watchers of the watchers watching back, observing how they stack the deck and paint the struggle black. I was saying them. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Cheap imitation. You know we dying from starvation of real hip-hop. Wolves dressed like sheep. Cheap imitation. They say keep your enemies close, but I keep mine in my crosshairs. Watching all these broadcasts prosper off the culture's lost years. You claim you're street, but your heat's just a metaphor. Your war stories came from movies, never bled on any floor. I'm talking to these label puppets with the strings attached, rapping about the trap, but never seen a fiend relapse. Never seen your mans catch a case and lose his mind inside a cell. Never had to choose between a meal or keeping lights on in your dwelling. You're telling tales for the sales while we're living what you rhyme about. You signed a deal, got a meal, then you climbed out. The same hood you claim to rep, the suspect. Where I'm from, we call it disrespect. Check the dialect, your dialects, the dialogue they want us to portray. Violent, ignorant, and criminal in every single way. While they profit off the prophecy of our own self-destruction, you're conducting symphonies of our demise for their consumption. See, you're a wolf in sheep's clothing, but I see through the fabric. Your whole style's manufactured, nothing organic or classic. You're plastic, like the rappers that your records come in. While I'm authentic as the struggle that this art form was born in. I'm mourning for the culture that you vultures came and killed. For a record deal in a chain that's probably fake like your skill. You build your whole career on beats you didn't make, with rhymes you didn't write, about a life you didn't take. The risk for the time, for the grind, for the sacrifice. You paradise, living while we're trapped in half a life. Your wolves dressed like sheep, cheap imitations. Faking for the nation while we're dying from starvation. The real hip-hop, real content, real representation. This is real confrontation for our culture's preservation. Your wolves dressed like sheep, cheap imitations. Faking for the nation while we're dying from starvation. The real hip-hop, real content, real representation. This is real confrontation for our culture's preservation. Now everybody's gangster till the feds come. Everybody's solid till they staring at a long run. Independent, they're telling on their man and them. Singing like they're Anita Baker, faker than the Valium. They prescribe to keep us quiet while they're stealing all our rights. You're more concerned with ice and living that expensive life, forgetting that the price of people paid was with their blood. While you're drinking champagne, stunting in the club, that's the rub. We're killing each other over colors and turf, while they're killing all of us and getting richer off the earth that our ancestors are buried in. You're carrying their name, but dishonoring their legacy for fortune and for fame. It's a shame, but I ain't blaming just the system anymore, cause y'all are willingly participating in this war against ourselves, against our health, against our mental wealth, against the knowledge of ourselves. I'm by myself, against the grain, against the mainstream's narrative. I'm tearing it apart like the margin and disparities between the rich and poor, the quick and corpse, the sick and sure. The difference is I'm spitting raw, you're spitting what they wish you would. Your wolves dressed like sheep, cheap imitations. Faking for the nation while we're dying from starvation. No real hip-hop, real content, real representation. This is real confrontation for our culture's preservation. Your wolves dressed like sheep, cheap imitations. Faking for the nation while we're dying from starvation. No real hip-hop, real content, real representation. This is real confrontation for our culture's preservation. Cheap imitation. Wolves dressed like sheep. Boom, boom, drop.
down to math. They don't teach in class how they calculated cash from our people's bloody past. First they added change, then subtracted names, multiplied the pain, divided us for gains. That's the foundation of this nation's operation. Equation built on my ancestors' exploitation. See, they're subtracting resources from our schools while they're adding more prisons. That's the golden rule of capitalism. The schism between the have and have-nots is calculated, not some accidental bad lots. We got systematic inequality by design. Every policy, every law, every single bottom line points to profit over people, evil over equal. That's the sequel to the slavery they claimed was illegal, but reinvented it, presented it as justice for the free, when justice is just us getting locked up systematically. Mathematically, it's tragically accurate. For every one of us in college, there's 100 in the pen. For every dollar that we earn, they make 10. For every neighborhood they build, they destroy 20. The numbers don't lie, even when their mouths do. Redlining, profiling, disenfranchising. These aren't coincidences, they're variables in their equation. Patient as they orchestrate our population's decimation through mass incarceration, lack of proper education, gentrification, police intimidation. It's a pattern. Do the math, subtract the lie, add the truth, multiply your knowledge, that's the proof. Divide and conquer is their strategy, but unity's our answer to this tragedy. Do the math, subtract the lie, add the truth, multiply your knowledge, that's the proof. Divide and conquer is their strategy, but unity's our answer to this tragedy. Now, let me add some knowledge to subtract some ignorance. Multiply consciousness, divide the differences between what we've been told and what the truth reveals. The numbers on our unemployment, the death toll in our streets ain't random. Understand them as components of a plan to keep us on our knees, diseased and in demand for services we can't afford, resources we can't access, while they living off our taxes. That's the backwards logic that they profit from. So follow, son, if you're black or brown in America, the sum of your existence equals less than in their eyes. They quantify our lives by profit margins and divides between the ones who serve and those who are deserving of the fruits of labor we've been working. It's disturbing how the curve is never in our favor. Still we're saving scraps while they're enslaving whole new generations. The equation's been the same since 1619. Exploitation plus oppression equals everything you're seeing in these streets, in these schools, in these jails, in these tombs, where our brothers laying still, victims of the system's tools. Calculated genocide hidden in statistics. The ballistics of linguistics makes it seem like we're the sickest part of society, when quietly they're privately financing the violence that they use to justify. More police, more jails, more laws, more fails, more surveillance on our people while the real criminals prevail. Do the math, subtract the lie, add the truth, multiply your knowledge, that's the proof. Divide and conquer is their strategy, but unity's our answer to this tragedy. Do the math, subtract the lie, add the truth, multiply your knowledge, that's the proof. Divide and conquer is their strategy, but unity's our answer to this tragedy.
The fix was in before we knew it. Government introducing poison to the black community, pursuing profit over people, evil in the sequence. CIA with Freeway Ricky while they preaching. Just say no, Nancy Reagan on the TV, but the same administration that's supposedly trying to free me from the drugs is the same one flooding my neighborhood with keys of cocaine that became crack rocks on inner city streets. Tell me how that's coincidence, how that's not intentional, when the evidence is present in congressional hearings that confirm what brothers been saying for years, that the war on drugs was really war on us. Is clear as the tears on my mother's face watching my uncle deteriorate from a functioning man to a fiend, disintegrate. His life, his wife, his kids, everything gone over rocks in a pipe that the government put on. My block used to be peaceful, now it's battle zones. Crackheads roaming like zombies looking for their next stone. Homes broken, families torn apart at the seams. Dreams deferred became nightmares. Horrific scenes, a mother selling bodies, fathers MIA, kids raising kids while the system looks away. Or worse, they criminalize the victims of their own creation. compilation as they're building mass incarceration's foundation on the backs of addicts that they manufactured, captured, locked up, thrown away. That's the structure of this new age slavery. Bravery is staying clean in the neighborhood they purposely contaminated. It seems like we can't win. Damned if we sell to survive, damned if we used to escape, damned if we even try to live normally in abnormal situations. This is documentation of systematic annihilation.
Fuck it up, fuck it up. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. Fuck it up, 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 fuck it up.
I watched my neighborhood change overnight. Quite literally, buildings that were homes became sites for transactions. Fractions of humanity lost to a drug that the government distributed at no cost to their dealers, who were really CIA's connections. South American cartels, Contras, it's all connected, documented, but they acted like we're being paranoid when we pointed out the pattern, but the facts can't be destroyed. Gary Webb exposed it, paid for truth with his life. 2 bullets to the head, they called it suicide, right? That's the price of speaking truth against the powerful. Cowards who devour souls of people, it's devourable. How they've managed to convince the masses that we're just conspiracy theorists when we're speaking what we must. That this crack era wasn't accidental, it was purposeful, hurtful, and we're still dealing with the curse they pulled on our community. Unity was sacrificed for rocks that had our people selling everything, even life. Mom against son, brother against brother, fights in households over pipes and products of this manufactured blight. Now there's a whole generation lost to this disease, a whole generation born to crack addicted mothers. Please understand the gravity of this reality that they've created and perpetuated systematically, while they locking up our people at a record pace for selling what they flooded in our neighborhoods in the first place. This is disgrace, this is genocide disguised. This war on drugs, but it's really war on us, no surprise. Racket terror that they manufactured. Government's disaster, faster than we could capture what was happening. They're wrapping us in chains again. Different name, same game, the struggle remains the same. Crack terror that they manufactured. Government's disaster, faster than we could capture what was happening. They're wrapping us in chains again. Different name, same game, the struggle remains the same.
Walk it up, 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 walk it up.
Yo, flip that tape over, son. Word, this side is fire though, no doubt, but wait till you hear what's next. Where'd you get this from anyway? My man dubbed it off the original straight from the session. Yo, press play.
Yo, I rotate through these blocks like the earth around the sun. Constant motion, staying focused, can't stop till I'm done. Observing how they serving death disguised as opportunity. Commodities of misery distributed through community. Immunity to conscience, conquering through dollars. Scholar of the struggle, I'm the streets reporter. Holler if you feel me when I'm speaking on the tactics that they using. Confusing us with news that's really propaganda. We're losing track of what is real versus what they want us to believe. They deceive through media. The immediate relief is to turn off your TV and turn on your third eye. See the lies they verbalize are really meant to victimize our minds, but I'm documenting everything I witness. The sickness in the system's vicious grip upon the children. Building prisons for our youth before they even born. I'm warning y'all, the storm is here, been here. We're torn between surviving and arriving at some consciousness. My prominence is promising to never be complicit with their nonsense. I rotate through dimensions, fourth dimensional with my thoughts. Taught by elders who done fought in wars that never made the news. I choose to use my voice as a weapon of destruction, disrupting their corruption with the substance of instruction. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, that's the trilogy. Our history was stolen, now I'm repossessing what was meant for me. A mind defined by bloodline, not by property lines. They drew on maps to trap us in these boundaries of the mind confined, but my third eye sees beyond the veil they place to hide the face of racism that's still alive in every space we occupy. They pacify us with materialism, patriotism, capitalism.
capitalism, all them prison systems designed to keep us blind to what's really going on. They've been at war with us since we were singing freedom songs. I'm calm, but I'm alarmed at how they've harmed our psyche. Likely that the next generation won't be like me. Awake, aware, prepared to fight for what is rightfully ours. The power's in the hour that we realize that mightily we stand together whether weather stormy or clear. I'm here to plant the seed of thought that blooms into ideas. I rotate through your squad and leave casualties. Actually, naturally, I'm mastering the art of war. Factually, my faculties impeccable, respectable, intellectual. But I flex on you, wreck on you, check you when I'm letting loose. Verbal abuse, my truth's a noose around your neck. I'm indirect with disrespect. I intersect your whole set and disconnect your whole rep with one breath. I'm the best yet to bless mics with death threats disguised as consciousness. I'm Socrates, meeting Malcolm Martin, meeting Farrakhan. Carry on the legacy of brothers who were martyred for speaking truth to power. Hour after hour, I devour cowards who pretend to be about it when the sour milk spoiled by the system's touch. The faking for a buck while I'm staking my life on every rhyme. That's what's up. I'm cutting through the static with my automatic thoughts, spitting at you rapid. Got you trapped in what I brought to the table. Able-bodied mental acrobatics, gymnastic with linguistics, ballistic when I'm at it. Combat ready veteran, better than your favorite MC. I'm the legacy of every brother who done paved the way for me.
Love, through the struggle, stories told, hearts of gold, we behold, truth untold.
Rotation never stops, this is hip-hop.
We rotate like the planet, understanding's automatic, systematic in our magic, problematic for the status quo. We flow in constant motion, ocean deep with our devotion to the culture, to each other, to our sisters and our brothers. We rotate like the planet, understanding's automatic, systematic in our magic, problematic for the status quo. We flow in constant motion, ocean deep with our devotion to the culture, to each other, to our sisters and our brothers. We rotate. 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 We rotate.
Blessed are the meek, but we've been weak for too long. Blessed are the poor, but we've been poor since we were born. Into the system that resists any change, that rearranges power structures. We're estranged from our own history, mystery, what they've hidden. Written out of textbooks, but our truth is unforgiven, unforgettable, indelible. The strength of our people built pyramids and nations. We're regal, not feeble, but they've deceived you. Believe you, me the sequel to slavery is playing out in prisons and precincts. Evil, inexpensive suits disguised as public servants, serving only themselves while we're submerged in poverty by design. Divine is what we are, but they place bars on our minds stronger than the ones on cars. We're scarred but not broken. Token of our survival is the fact we're still here despite their constant rival attempts to kill our spirit. Clear it, this is ghetto gospel. Truth from the mouth of the struggle, most hostile. Environment produced the most resilient people. God is in the ghetto even though we lack a steeple. Church is where we gather when the police claim another brother who was innocent, magnificent. How mothers still find strength to stand despite the pain they feel. Kneeling at the altar of survival, we're appealing to something greater than this hate that they've created. We're underrated, subjugated, but we've never been defeated. Seated at the table we built with our own hands, but they took the head seat. We understand the plans they have for our demise, disguised as economics. Ebonics criminalized while they colonize the sonics of our culture. Vultures at the feast they didn't cook. They took our whole style, tried to write us out the book of life. But look, we're still here, still singing freedom songs even though the road is long. Yeah.
Still here, still strong,
Still singing freedom songs.
sermon from the street corner, profit ain't in vain. We're profiting off wisdom while they profiting from pain. It's plain to see the difference in the way we see existence. Resistance is religion when the system is persistent in its mission to diminish everything we've built. Guilt is what they're selling, but we're not accepting guilt for struggling to survive in conditions they've created. Waited for reparations, got incarceration. Patience wearing thin, but the strength within our people is deeper than the steeple of any church that's legal. We're lethal when we're unified. Terrified is what they are of brothers who are woke enough to question every scar they placed upon our backs. The facts are undeniable. Our survival's biblical, literal, undeniable. Trials of a nation within a nation faces racism so blatant, but they act like we're complacent. We're not. We just plotting our escape route carefully. Scared to be too loud, too proud. They're declaring we're the enemy whenever we demand equality. The quality of life they live is what we're seeking. See, the gospel according to the ghetto is clear. We're God's children too, despite the atmosphere of hate they've created. We're sacred, not sedated by the drugs they've distributed. We're rooted and we're weighted in truth. The proof is in the pudding. We've been cooking while they looking down upon us. We've been building and mistaken, thinking we're defeated. We're just waiting for our time. This is ghetto gospel, truth spoken through the rhyme.
This is ghetto gospel, truth from the street. Prophets on the corner, wisdom in the beat. We're holy despite struggle, blessed despite the pain. God is in the ghetto, say hallelujah through the rain. This is ghetto gospel,
This is ghetto talk.
truth from the street.
This is ghetto.
Praise on the corner, wisdom in the beat.
Yeah.
We're holy despite struggle, blessed despite the pain. God is in the ghetto, sing through the rain. This is ghetto gospel, truth from the street. Prophets on the corner, wisdom in the beat. We're holy despite struggle, blessed despite the pain. God is in the ghetto, say hallelujah to the rain. This is ghetto gospel, truth from the street. Prophets on the corner, wisdom in the beat. We're holy despite struggling, blessed despite the pain. God is in the ghetto, say hallelujah through the rain.
November rain falling on my brother's grave. 21 years old, another soldier couldn't be saved. From the streets that raised him, praised him when he was moving weight. Now the same streets that made him, are the streets that sealed his fate. I'm standing here in all black, mom's collapsed at the wake. My nephew asking why his daddy ain't coming home today. What am I supposed to say? How do I explain that his father's in a box because of this life and his pain? See, my brother wasn't evil, he was just a product of his sequel. Generational poverty that treated us like we weren't people with dreams and aspirations. Just statistics and probation cases building up like layers on this nation foundation, built on broken promises and systems that oppose us. Closed doors and foreclosures, police who never know us but quick to profile, prosecute and persecute our youth. My brother was the proof of what this country does to truth. It buries it in potters fields and project disrespects it, and act surprised when we affected and our judgment gets infected by the poison that they've injected in our neighborhoods for decades. Now his son won't see him graduate, won't see him at his wedding day.
I remember when we used to hoop at Rucker Park, before the drugs and the thugs and the shots fired in the dark, before he got the scar across his face from that beef, before our cousin caught that case and got life without release. We used to dream about escaping, making something of ourselves. Now I'm standing at his funeral, placing roses where he's laid to rest. I'm holding back the tears, but they're escaping through the cracks of this facade I'm trying to hold. Truth is I'm a wreck. My brother's gone, my nephew's father figures in a plot. My mom's is getting older, getting grayer from the shock of outliving her own son's something no mother should endure. But in our neighborhood it's common, almost normal, we're immune to death and all this trauma, added drama to our lives. Already filled with struggle, now we're struggling to survive. The grief, the disbelief, the question of what's next for a son, for our family, for the rest of us who's left.
They say time heals all wounds, but I don't believe that lie. Some wounds are too deep, some pain you can't disguise. I see my brother's face in every black man that I pass. I hear his voice in every laugh. I see his pain in broken glass of liquor bottles on the curb where shorties used to play. Now they playing with their life, following the same path that he paved to an early grave. Another name added to the list of brothers we done lost to these streets and what exists in the vacuum of opportunity where hopelessness resides. Where young men are born to struggle, born to die.
November rain falling down like tears from the sky. For another brother gone, another mother asking why. Why a son, why a street, why this life, why this pain? All we got, all these questions and this cold November rain. From the sky. For another brother gone, another mother asking why. Why a son, why a street, why this life, why this pain? All we got, all these questions in this cold November rain.
To my mother who don't work 3 jobs to keep the lights on. To my sister who don't raise the kids even though their father's gone. This song's for you, the backbone of our people. Regal even when the struggle's trying to leave you. Depleted, defeated, but you never quit. You're the reason that we made it through the toughest shit. Legit, your strength is unmeasured and unrewarded by society, but privately we're floored by everything you do, everything you sacrifice. Every single night you cry, but still you manage life with grace under pressure. Treasure beyond measure, my queen, whether biological or just a sister in the struggle. I salute you, there's no one realer. You're the foundation that they've tried to destroy since slavery days, but you've displayed a strength that's employed through generations. Patient through every flagellation, every degradation, you remain a salvation. You deserve the world, but they've given you the weight of it. Placed it on your shoulders, told you just to make it fit. Between working and the children, building while they're killing off your sons and husbands, but you're still willing to stand strong, carry on even when it's hard. You're the glue that keeps us whole when we're falling apart. A work of art, you're beautiful in every single way, and this is just a tribute to the debt I'll never pay. For life, for love, for everything you've given, for teaching me to be a man, for showing me what living really means. You're the queen of everything I know, and this is just to let you know you're not alone, you know. To the sisters in the struggle, juggling a double life, working 9 to 5 and coming home to be a wife. To the sisters raising children on their own, holding down a household, being both parents, wearing both crowns, queen and king simultaneously. Your divinity manifested in human form, your strength is killing me figuratively, little and inspiring. Everything I do, every move I'm aspiring to be half as strong as you've been my entire life. To honor you the way you honor everyone, despite the lack of recognition, lack of proper compensation for the labor you've been doing, building this whole nation from the ground up. Profound love is what you're showing, even when the seed you're sowing don't appreciate the growing pains you went through. Continue to endure, you're the cure for everything that ails us, that's for sure. And I apologize for every man who's done you wrong, every brother who was weak when you were trying to be strong, every father who abandoned, every son who disrespected, every moment you felt neglected or rejected. Know that real brothers see you, we appreciate you, we celebrate you even when we fail to demonstrate it through our actions, but the passion's always there. And this is just to let you know that somebody cares about your well-being, seeing you happy and whole, about your mental, physical, and spiritual soul. You're the goal, the reason that I'm breathing, believe it. This is from the heart, queen, I hope you can receive it. Queens, get the money, the glory and the honor. Do for everything you've done from here to yonder. Stronger than the struggle, beautiful as sunshine. You're the truth, define the reason for this run. Please get the money, the glory and the honor. Do for everything you've done from here to yonder. Stronger than the struggle, beautiful as sunshine. You're the truth, define the reason for this run.
Persistence in our existence, despite the distance between where we are and we've been listening. The system's terrified of unified black minds. That's why they've designed every single social climb to be impossible without assimilation. Negation of our culture for a shot at elevation. But elevation without representation of who we really are is just another form of Cajun. Us in, we've been waging war since we got here. Not against each other, but they made it appear that we're the enemy, when really it's the legacy of slavery that's currently operating heavily on our psyche. Likely that the fight we need to fight is not with fists but with our minds. See, knowledge is the weapon that they fear the most. That's why they kept it from us, try to make us ghosts. Ourselves, our history, our glory and our greatness. Latest generations waking up, no more patience for the games they've been playing, staying course on. Full resistance mode, no remorse when we're demanding what is ours. The power's in our hands if we stand together for these hours of turmoil. Royal blood runs through our veins. We're the descendants of kings and queens, remains of empires that existed before they arrived. We survived slavery, we survived Jim Crow, will survive this modern day apartheid. We're hardwired to resist, we exist to persist, to insist that we're worth it, worth every opportunity that they've denied. Every door they close, we've opened others dignified. Revolution isn't televised, it's organized in silence. Violence isn't our first option, but we're tired of the compliance with systems that oppress us. Bless us with the vision to see beyond the prison that they built around our mission. To be free, to be equal, to be human, to be treated with respect, not as threats, not as subjects to be beaten by police who patrol our neighborhoods like armies, harming us psychologically and bodily. The policy is genocide disguised as justice. We must just resist, persist, insist that things must change. Trust, the movement's building slowly. Holy matrimony between the conscious and the street, the old and the lonely. Young brothers finding purpose beyond the block, sisters finding power beyond the stereotypes they're taught. We fought too hard to turn back now. The resistance is real, it's here, it's now. Our persistence is legendary, scary to the powers that be. How we manage to survive, to thrive, to be free mentally, even when physically they're chaining us, blaming us for conditions they created to maintain us in poverty. But properly educated brothers and sisters are dangerous to systems that depend on keeping us prisoners. Mental slavery's over with soldiers in this fight for the right to exist without targets on our backs at night. This is the resistance, unified, dignified, standing tall despite it all. We will not be denied. United we stand, divided we fall, but we're called to be greater than the hate they've installed in their walls of separation. Reparations for the years of exploitation. We're demanding liberation, not negotiation. Education, not incarceration. Preservation of our culture, elevation of our station. Transformation of the system from the inside out. No doubt we're about to flip this whole thing. Shout power to the people, all the people who've been struggling, hustling and bubbling under pressure, but we're doubling our efforts. Better believe the revolution's here. It's clear, and every brother who refuses to live in fear, every sister who persists, every child who resists the lies they've been told. Behold, the truth exists in our very DNA. We're born to be free. This is the resistance, and resistance starts with me. With we.